What's up, guys? Sonda here doing another audio commentary. Today I'm going to bring you a game from the GG No Re tournament. Yeah, this is some first round action from GG No Re tournament. So this should be very exciting. Alright, so we have Battleshorts in the top left, the Protoss player, the blue Protoss player. And in the bottom right, we have Death. So he wants to keep this very depressing. It's kind of his style of play. That's a really depressing name, but Death, man, that's pretty plain. Anyways, yeah, so this is Death versus Battleshorts. So if I say battle, no, I'm talking about the battling shorts. Yeah, this is going to be played on Coliseum. Coliseum, my favorite map. So this will be very fun. And yeah, this is the GG No Re tournament first round action. This is the best. This is best out of 3. First map is Coliseum. Second map is Blue Storm. Third map is Longinus if it's needed. So yeah, sending the early drone scout out, so he must feel that the Overlord's not going to be enough. He needs to get a scout in. Very pretty standard play in Zerg play nowadays. Now we do see the gateway going up from Battleshorts, so it doesn't look like we will be seeing too much of any kind of cheese. Just both players look like they are going to be playing this fairly standard probe going out to scout for Battleshorts. And yeah, I am doing the clicking myself because this is just a tournament that Dime Collector and I are running and stuff. So yeah, so that's why if you see a black screen, I apologize. I'm no pro at this. I actually don't know too much about either one of these players. I've talked to Battleshorts a couple times on IRC, I guess, but Death maybe is a different name on IRC. I'm not exactly sure, but no luck with the top right, obviously, for Battleshorts. He's going to probably send this to the bottom right, which will then be the correct position. It's important that he scouts that and sees that as soon as he possibly can here. So now it does look like we are going. He's going to get the hatchery a little late on the hatchery, but 12 hatchery was the designated build order, just a little late because these aren't pro gamers. So these are amateur players who are just battling it out and having some fun competing at a tournament level, tournament lever. Simulator now going up for Battleshorts, and that Battleshorts now looks like he will be throwing up the Cybernex core, so some form of goon range build here. Maybe he'll just gonna go with the 1-gate tech and get to quick reavers. We'll see shortly. Spawning pool now going up for Death. And I almost forgot that name, even though I don't know how you really can forget that name. It kind of sticks out there. So, yeah, here comes the scout. First scout, the probe finally making it. This is not a quick probe. This is a probe that got lapped. I mean, geez, this probe took forever to get here. Now coming in, it's important he can keep this alive as long as he can, and he should be able to do that without too much problem, considering the Lings will not be out for a little bit here, and you can even scout away from Lings. Battleshorts will see the 12 hatchery, so he's going to know that. And he is sending 3 zealots on the way, and he could be finding himself in a lot of trouble here. Throwing up another gateway here, but 3 zealots on the way. Now a sunken colony going up, and this sunken colony will barely be making it up. But 3 zealots, I'm interested to see what he's going to do. 6 Lings are coming out, so I completely over-exaggerated that. He will be able to hold this off, I believe, with the help of the sunken colony, and he is pushing back. So a very sort of aggressive opening, I guess you could say, from Battleshorts. And sorry for ruining that excitement with the dull comment of, oh, I'm wrong. Anyways, Stargate is going up, and yeah, so he's going to get the quick Corsairs out there, try to get some map control, and really just try to be a pain and make it so Death is behind in his PSI count, and just make it a pain for him. Now throwing up a 3rd hatchery here, so we could be seeing anything from 3 hatch Mutalisk to a Hydra push. It's hard to say exactly yet. It's very common in the pro scene now that you see 9 pools just for the fact that to deal with that early scout. 1 Dragoon is out. Dragoon so useful against the lurkers that often they will get those just in case. So right now both players are playing in the dark. Not too much of a clue what either player is doing. Now this one Corsair, he needs to be able to handle this Corsair. And no sign of anything to do that yet. I haven't seen a Hydralisk Den, and there it is. Hydralisk Den is morphing up, so yes, it does look like we will be seeing a couple of Hydras here. Very smart play here to be able to deal with the Corsair that is already on the way. So maybe this Corsair will be able to get some early harassment and just find himself in a decent situation here if he can maintain this. Drone, oh, I thought that was a drone. Never mind. Yeah, so it's going to be a second, I guess. It'll be just a second here before he can get some Hydralisk out, and he needs the Hydralisk out to deal with the Corsair that will be coming. And it's actually Corsair, because there is no R before the S. Interesting fact of spelling for those StarCraft spellers. Anyways, Corsair coming in here, and he's going to be able to pick off an easy Overlord if there is an Overlord by, but he's obviously not having any luck. And that's because there aren't any even in the base, so that's a little odd. Anyways, this Corsair is probably going to just get some map control, float around, see what he can do. A large force built up for Battleshorts here, and Battleshorts, he's going to be able to see what he can do if he decides to push in. Obviously has the slight advantage here because he does know what does know what Death is doing, because he has this Corsair here. Teching to layer here, so wow, he might be finding himself in a little bit of trouble here. Obviously, Battleshorts knows what Death is up to, so Death with the couple Hydras out, but that's Corsairs obviously can maneuver around if they're not trying to kill Overlords and just really just be a pain, I guess you could say. A little bit about GG No Re, some background information. Not everyone played the first round game, so we delayed that a little bit. First round does end September 3rd. Second round will begin September 4th, I guess you could say. But anyways, we're going to continue the tournament with the people who play, and then the buys for the people who didn't have a game to play, or the person that they were supposed to play didn't play or whatever. Hydra's out here, so it does look like just a simple Hydra push is what the plan was for Death, but Death, that's a pretty decent size army here by Battleshorts, so I expect a battle sometime soon here that will really dictate this game. Corsair's going everywhere, so really nice map control. As you can see, Corsair's all over the map, just really trying to get an idea of what Death is choosing to do here. The Spire is now going up, so late Spire, often in the pro scene now, you see that Spire go up so early, regardless if they're going for the Mutalisk or not. Mutalisk so effective at the pro scene, but it's at this level, it can be hard to micro them, especially if you're not playing with LLs, especially if you don't have the land latencies, so especially if you have the lag. Then it just makes it that much more impossible. So now the Spire is up. So yeah, nothing really, just lots and lots of Hydras coming out here. And it does look like we will be seeing just a pretty simple Hydra push. Hydra's marching across the map, and no cannons up, so no sign of FE build. Observers will be out, so even if these lurkers even if these Hydras were to transform into lurkers, they wouldn't have any luck because the observers will be out. But a large force coming across the map for Death, but Battleshorts in a very nice setup here. He's going to read this perfectly. He's actually going to bring his goons out and his zealots in front. So, wow, there's just way too many zealots, and these zealots